So, what am I doing this for then? Well, I'm kind of trying out a new style of doing this. I know some people on this site put their commentaries over, recordings of, gameplays. But the only game I'm experienced / good at is Nokia Snake, so yeah, I don't think that'd be very entertaining. So instead I decided to opt for my own personal idea, which is me commentating about whatever random nonsense I feel like over a recording of me sorting out a load of old photos and stuff. I don't know, this probably won't catch on, but anyway, on with the whatever this is. As you can tell from the title, I'm not supposed to be doing this through normal and legitimate methods. I'm literally not allowed to, nor am I able to get onto YouTube. Long story short, my parents have something against it, but every single time they come up with a new method of blocking it, I break it or find a way past it. For instance, a few years ago, I managed to kill the program with Task Manager, move the program files to a memory stick, use YouTube, and then move the files back again so nobody was any the wiser. Now, this was all very well and good until the summer of 2017. Blimey, I sound really old. When they randomly decided that this level of restriction apparently wasn't good enough, so they wasted a load of money on another, much more advanced one called Custodio. This does all your basic website blocking and whatnot, as well as reporting what apps / software you've used and for how long you've used them, and shows all the websites you've been on, and for goodness sake, how is this even legal? My parents just seem somehow brainwashedly unaware of the blatantly obvious fact that if nothing else, every single human being on Earth, don't give me technicalities, you know what I mean, uses YouTube, and they're all, well, mostly anyway, fine. It took me 3 weeks and them doing a bazillion hours of research before I was allowed WhatsApp, for Bovril's sake, let alone when it took to get Snapchat. Now, to be fair, I'm not here to criticise Custodio and say that it's the worst thing ever, because for all intensive purposes, as I've discovered in my attempts to break and kill it, it's actually incredibly good at what it does. Pluming indestructible, in fact. I promise I'm not sponsored. Anyway, as I say, to be honest, it's a very good program, which, well, it is good. In fact, it was only thanks to a slow old computer that I eventually, all this time later, got around it. Long story short, we primarily use an iMac in the family, but we also have an old Windows laptop, which is really slow and pretty useless unless you turn it on and leave it plugged in, because the battery's useless, to get itself together for half an hour before you try and use it. But fortunately, it's that slow that you can just about start it up and launch Chrome before Custodio itself has a chance to launch, in the background. Through doing research online over time, slowly and painfully using this loophole, there'd be no way I could actually consistently access and use YouTube by using this loophole. It was just too slow and painful. I found out about Tails. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a complete operating system that you use off a USB stick. It's based around Tor, which if you don't know what that is, look it up. But the point is, I managed to download the ISO of that, basically the install file, if you didn't know. So from there, it's simple. I burned it on a disk, and from booting into that disk, I created a live USB of it, from which I can now freely get on here and basically do whatever the bovril I want. So, in defence of Custodio, I technically still haven't and now don't need to break it. I have 7 subscribers, how could I be sponsored? I'm not even monetized, for goodness sake. Anyway, that's the point. That's how I'm on here. You get the idea. So, you can, comment, dislike and all that. I'm not going to say this at the end of every video, you know how it works. Oh, but you can subscribe if you want. You don't have to, I mean I wouldn't. I know this one was a bit of a short video, but you get the idea. I've got some good rants and stuff coming up. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm doing it like this with the sorting files and stuff because I tried doing it videoing myself, but I couldn't find a suitable place with good lighting and a good chair, and I just looked like a moron. And don't ask for that footage, I deleted it.